We start a few years in the past when he was famously CIO and CTO at AT&T. What lessons does he have for those charged with communicating and demonstrating the value of IT to business?
One of the key lessons, the notion of transformation in AT&T was going on at least for 2 decades before I became the CIO and CTO of AT&T. And in every decade, we could not succeed in actually executing the transformation. And the problem was that there were so many goals and objectives that was laid out that people were very confused. They didn't know what the priorities are. So one of the key lessons that I learned earlier on, around any transformation was you focus the entire organization around the IT on 2 to 3 maximum objectives, and you line up every individual's objectives and goals to those 3.
So it's almost that sort of keep it simple, stupid, that kind of notion.
Yeah, exactly, because if you keep it simple, people will understand it. If you make it very complex, just the complexity, it just makes it very difficult and it becomes very costly. People get confused, the communication gets a little bit mistangled, and also at the same time, people spend a lot of time creating view graphs that doesn't mean anything. One of my main objective was that if they're meeting with me, trying to make a decision, for a 30-minute presentation, the maximum number of view graphs should be 4 to 6. If they cannot communicate that message to me in 4 to 6 view graph within 30 minutes, there is something going on. So you really have to make it so simple that one can make a decision very crisply and very clearly that would benefit the shareholders and also the customers and also the entire company and the employees.
And we talk then of the business strategy, but what about the human element of this transformation? How did you manage the people?
It was very difficult, very honestly. I think, transformation, people always talk about either network transformation, service transformation. Sometimes people talk about customer transformation. But I believe one of the most complicated and the most difficult piece of transformation is around cultural, because it's very difficult to move a culture into a transformational model that is absolutely essential in the world that we live in today. You have to believe in the vision, you have to continue to execute on your plan, and you may change your game plan a little bit along the way, but you stick with your own plan and the results will come. I mean, it's very similar to go to a football game. You may be down 1-0, but you don't change your strategy. You just modify your strategy a little bit, but you don't dramatically change 11 players on the field. You just may change 2 or 3 players and the strategy will change, and then you start executing and win the game. And that's basically what had to happen. People start believing that what they're doing is actually means something. And we also put together an incentive program for them that if they actually innovate in the support of a transformation, not only they get monetized, for that idea and the patent, but at the same time, they actually become a part of the solution as compared to becoming a part of the problem.
For more fantastic interviews directly related to your business, be sure to explore Meet the Boss TV.